The insurance landscape in Africa has undergone several changes in the past years. With increased foreign direct investment in Africa, the industry is expected to rise to a higher level. In Ghana, for instance, the discovery of oil is expected to transform the economy in the years ahead. The industry is expected to position itself by enhancing its balance sheet size in order to underwrite huge oil and gas related policies. Large demand capacities exist in corporate institutions, government agencies, professional and other bodies, new companies being established, and among high net worth individuals. Jackson Abaka is an industry player who has been in the insurance business for more than 30 years with lots of experience both in the United States of America and Africa. He was a member of the board of Gold Coast Fund Management and later became the board chair for 6 years. Prior to that, Mr. Abaka was a lecturer at many consultancy management institutions such as Deloitte and Touche LLP. He is currently the chairman of the Gold Money Fund and executive member of GN Re and GN Life. Interacting with a man of many hats, Mr. Abaka gave an overview of the growth progress of the U.S. insurance industry.
And they call the general is property and casualty, and then you go to life insurance, and then you go to huge body of group insurance, which isn't here yet. You find small pieces of them. Yes, but that all levels of that insurance is very well matured. They have insurance commissioners who try to sort of manage and regulate and control, but theirs are not as visible as it is in Ghana. Of course, the Ghana market is very small, and it's a small country at that. But the insurance industry is so matured, and it involves quite a large number of individuals as well as corporate entities and huge industry captains. So it's a quiet giant. All right. I don't know. I think it would take Ghana another 100 years or more to get to that saturation point. In a matured system that has seen a lot of tweaks and things, it's the product designs that made the biggest differences. For example, in the life insurance, we saw what is called the universal life, which is essentially a coverage that is based on the performance of Wall Street, all right? And so some bad experiences came out of there because the agents would take a piece of paper and show you a huge percentage as to the performance of that particular Wall Street, coverage and sell it. It didn't turn out too well. So fortunately in the US, the insurers, the insureds or the community, the population talk when things are not going right. They react, so now coverages like the universal and variable insurance and all of those things don't sell as much. Why? Because the US stock market has gone through some serious changes, which meant that people who bought those coverages are going to find the values have been whittled away. When you think you're going to build a nice estate or begin a wealth plan, you find that the market did not go along with you. So that product, is still, some of it is still lurking around, but it's not what is. The biggest product that the US market sells more of is term life insurance. Pure term, we call it. Pure term is just a low cost, high volume of protection. We used to have whole life. Whole life said that, hey, you can do your protection and investment at the same time. But the premiums were very high. All right, and again, that too was subject to Wall Street performance. And if you're smart these days in that marketplace, you say, hey, I want to do my protection with you and I'm going to go somewhere else for my investment. You separate it. There's a huge school of thought on that, and I personally, I have always advocated the separate protection away from investment. So those are some of the major things that even haven't hit the Ghana market yet.
But the situation for Ghana and the rest of Africa is nothing to write home about.
At long last, the battle has ended.
In Ghana, since independence, most insurance companies that were in existence were fueled by the state.
In the middle to late 50s, have had insurance of some sort, mostly the general, which we call the property and casualty. But it took, in Ghana here, most of the big ones took the state involvement. It was state insurance, all right, which was sanctioned by the government. And then after that, individual entrepreneurs actually came about setting up their own companies to do it. So even as of today, in this marketplace in Ghana, the insurance industry is only it's just about less than 2% at the rate of penetration. That compares to South Africa, which has 15%, okay? And all of Africa together, 8%. That tells us something. But, you know, the good side of this ratio is that opportunities abound. There's plenty of opportunities in the insurance industry in Ghana. I think it behooves all of the good entrepreneurs, and we're talking all of this opportunity being taken advantage by private enterprise, not the government. All right. Now, along with this, behind this 2% are a number of companies who are working this 2% of the insured population. There are 50 insurance companies in all in Ghana, all right, out of which there are 22 companies that are non-life insurance. And then you have 25 of these companies that are life insurance companies, all right? And then you have reinsurance, which is only 3 players in the whole system. All right, so as you can see, the reinsurance business is wide. I mean, it's not as saturated as you would think. We are grossly underinsured. Grossly underinsured because of economic reasons. Cultural reasons may play a role in it as well. Because believe it or not, some people still believe in putting their money, their CDs under the mattress. Although banks galore, and they're doing a very good job trying to get businesses into, or individual entrepreneurs or savers into the bank. But culturally, yes, there's a little aspect of that because they now use the concept of insuring and protecting risk, being protected from risk. The huge part of it is the informal sector. It's so huge in Ghana. The informal sector, most of them haven't heard of insurance, right? Now there's a slight penetration of that, but I think the insurance industry has to really take the time and develop the special products, all right? And then do the special marketing. which will be, you know, if you've seen retail before, that will be really retail. Going from coastal seller to tomato seller, you know, at where you can find them, and that's the marketplace. You go to the marketplace, that's where they are making money. And so therefore, you are able to talk to them about even protecting their ability to make money and protecting their families. All right. So the huge informal market is one of the reasons why we're only at 2%.
Despite the low patronage, which can be attributed to economic, cultural, and a huge informal sector, there's a new trend that needs urgent intervention and must be addressed within the shortest possible time.
Insurance business is seeping out, and we need to stop it. It's going overseas. All right, we need to stop it. And that is where GN Life comes into the picture. GN Life is new, but it's highly capitalized at 80 million Ghana cedis for starters. All right, with that kind of a financial position, it behooves all of the seeding insurance companies to come partner and share the risk in reinsurance. So GN Reinsurance took a big, bold step, you know, by just initial huge investment because he believes that the system will work. And well, so far it's doing very well. Insurance companies have all kinds of reasons. Some of it valid, some of them not so valid, you know. And at the end of the day, this is still Ghana here. Not everything is rational or understood as you think it would be lined up nice and beautiful. No. But whatever the reasons are, is a marketing job. We have to get close to them, those who do. Find out why they do and provide those answers to them and call them to our side as highly capitalized as we are. And it's a safety thing. I mean, you couldn't go wrong. It's well protected. You know, the assets are very well protected. And so you satisfy all the reasons for which they send business outside of Ghana, and you begin to do business with them. GN Re is already making inroads with these kinds of companies who routinely, some of them actually, just as a practice, didn't think that locally, yeah, they didn't. It just a matter of course, they send it overseas. It's just been a practice that they engage in. And so we need to get close and redirect it locally.
In all these, we ask, what role has the National Insurance Commission played in supporting the industry?
NIC has had a succession of commissioners. And I can speak to the current commission. And all I can say really is that they are so honed in on the industry, on the companies, what they are doing, what risk assumptions they are about, and what capital requirements ought to be in place commensurate with the risk assumed. All right. I think they are very serious about the solvency of the players, of the 50 players as we talked about. And they are also very much involved in reviewing the products to make sure that they are of sound presentation and they would be understood by whatever sector it's aimed at. All right. So they review these in very much details. Now, they are doing other things to also sort of improve the marketplace. they have what is called the local content requirements, which is now being explored by the insurance companies. In fact, I do recall that GNRE did go to meet with the commissioner to sort of expound on the commission's expectations with respect to that. So the regulations, so to say, the regs will be coming out and everybody will understand exactly how the local content. But basically it means that in every insurance contract there must be a substantial local content, given the opportunity to local insurance companies to play a key role and therefore stay the monies in the country rather than being out. If you give yourself, say, the last 50 years, we certainly could have done a whole lot better because we're still at 2%, all right? But the challenge, I mean, as small as we are, I'm not too convinced that the Insurance Commissioner's Office is well or adequately staffed and funded to do all of the beautiful things that we think will support growth in the industry. Yeah, I'm staffing and funding, definitely, because it's a huge undeveloped population, all right? And for them to be able to put their hands all around it and encourage and all of that, they need more staff and more funding. I speak to this commission of this time. The previous ones I didn't have an opportunity to do anything, interact with, so I can't say anything substantive. But this one, believe me, they will do whatever they can and encourage the insurance companies to do the right thing and point them in the right direction in terms of opportunities, really. And this commission here is doing a fantastic job with the little they have. They must be tough. They must be tough in this industry because it's an industry that can easily breed a lot of non-fiduciary or things that are not in the fiduciary interest of the customers. They can be cheated.
He noted that the sector has huge prospects, especially in the area of local content and oil and gas industry.
There are certain drivers within this insurance industry that will just kick and hit big. One of them is the local content law, all right? The other one is the opportunities in the oil and gas industry that everybody is very, very, very interested in. If you're an insurance company and you're not looking over there, that means you are too happy with yourself. The kind of risk or risks they are playing with. And what is an insurance company? Our job is to come in, assess the risk as well, if you haven't already done that, and give you coverage that will ensure that should that risk explode, you will be made whole. So there is the risk endemic in exploration. There is risk in storage and transportation. There are risks involved with the employees themselves, all right? Because they have some very well paid employees there that can also be insured. And that is one area too that the local content has mattered quite a bit, because otherwise, every time I'm flying back to the US, there's about 30 oil workers from the other side. So there's great opportunity in the oil and gas industry in terms of providing coverages to all the risks that are exposed. It brings out the point that we've been doing exploration for how many years? 3, 4, 5 years. And before exploration, there was all, we're doing production now.
Yes.
We've been doing production, we've been doing exploration for a long time. Getting in at the right time is what this is all about, which means that we as an industry have missed out a little bit because of timing or the lack thereof. Okay, so, but it's never too late. You're right, that never. So we have to grapple and find ways to get in there. The point though is the Commission is very much aware that without the Commission or the government's help, those guys will keep doing what they do best, in isolation, not involve any local content, or open the opportunities for local insurance companies.
Remember, it is never too late to insure your life, business and property. Take the right initiative and invest prudently.